Okay, today we are going to know the operations which we can perform on the list variables. So for the sake of simplicity, I took some even numbers, square numbers, cube numbers as a list format. Okay, as a list. What is my actual list? A. So using this list, I'm created some even list, odd list. Okay, like that I created. Okay, I can add the list variables to one another also as well. If I'm interested, I can add two lists at a once. Okay, see here, in list variables there is no, yeah, ascending operation, descending operation will not be performed. Okay, it will simply index the values in even number. It will simply index the values in even list, and it takes a takes up the values, and it will take the odd values from that list, and it will add to the next list. Okay, it will add to the next list. Okay, so here in this list you can see that all the numbers are in comes under to single list only. Okay, let's say all. Okay, I'm just writing even plus odd. If I hit enter, if I check for E all, I got some 24680 10 and 1357 something like that. But if I write like this all one all together, alls, okay, I am writing some variable called alls. I'm taking those even numbers and odd numbers in a list. Okay, in a list, then what I will get, I will get this thing. Okay, I got a list within the list. Okay, so how can I know that I got list within the list? Just check for the index. Alls 0. If I hit enter, I got the first list index. Okay, complete this list values appearing as a complete on these list values are appearing as a list variables, isn't it? Okay, if I write alls 0, I got entire list values now. If I write alls 1, if I hit enter, I got error. I will get error. But if you check the index for this all, you will get the total numbers. All 0, okay, all 1, okay. You will get all the numbers, all 9. You will get all the numbers. So what happened in alls AWLS means we are taking a list. In that list, we are created another list. Then how we can call the list? So let me write another list thing. What I am writing, I will take 2s as a variable. So I'm writing what I'm writing. I'm taking a list called even in the list. Okay, comma. I'm taking the list odd. Okay, so I'm entering some digits. 12, comma 13, comma 14. Okay, and comma some string values. Okay, Python, comma language, lang. Okay, if I run this thing, if I check for year, I got something. Okay, so if you see here, so it will have independent list indexes. I will tell you, but this is one list, and this list is present in another list. Okay, isn't it? So how can we check? Just check for the index A0. What you will get? You get the list within the list. Okay, not the list value. You will get list within the list. If I write A1, you will get list within the list. Okay, you will get list within the list. I will tell you later, or else I can show you here. So if I want to if I want to display only this list, but I have to write what have to write 0, and I have to write 0 again. Okay, if I hit enter, I will get the list. Okay, why? Because I wrote three uh, AA is a list now. Okay, in that list, in that list, I mentioned a empty list. Okay, in that list I mentioned even list. For that empty list, I'm assigning a list called even. So that's why I got two list variables. Okay, so that's why indexing will be looks like this. So if I want to know the index value of 6 or else 2, then what I have to do? I have to call 0 list in that 0 list in that 0 indexed value. Okay, if I hit enter, I will get 2. Okay, so it indicates that there are three list variables, three lists resided in one another. Okay, so if you want to find remaining list numbers also, you can do the same. Just edit the last digit, you will get all the index value, all the numbers which are indexed as 1, 2, 3. If it is present, you will get value. If it is not present, you will get an error. Okay, it's an error. Okay, like that you will get for AA also. Okay, so what I'm calling upon 0, 1 and 2. If I hit enter 2, I will get 12. Okay, I will get 12. Why? Because this is the zeroth indexed value in the list called AA. This is the first indexed value, and this is the second indexed value. So if I hit enter, I will get 12. So if I hit 3, I will get 13. If I check for fourth index value, I will get 14. If I check for fifth index value, I will get Python. Okay, so if I want to know sixth one, I will get something friendly enough. Okay, it doesn't matter. And what I am interested to do is I am going to add all the list parameters, even plus odd. Okay, so if I check for, I got like this. So, but I'm not interested. Why? Because it's difficult to me to differentiate the list parameters. We cannot say that these are even numbers and these are odd numbers directly now. Okay, we know, but if the list consists some string values, it is quite difficult. So that's why I'm taking some what we call square brackets. I'm writing even and I'm writing odd. If I hit enter, if I check for this, I got like this. Okay, but still it is difficult for me to differentiate even and odd numbers. Okay, why? Because I got list within the list. What is my concept? I have to differentiate this list and this list in a list. Okay, then what I have to do? AA equals to even. Okay, okay, I got even. AA plus I'm getting same result. So what is the best way to how to add the list in the list? Can you imagine? So just take equal sign and write even. Okay, comma. Just take the brackets and write out. Okay, if you check for this, you are getting two lists, but still you are getting some bracket. Okay, that just you have to keep common on. Okay, so don't write like this. Just you have to take comma. Okay, so actually if you take this, if you take this, see the result will be looks like this. Okay, the result will be looks like this. So the major difference between let me write it again. A equals to even, comma, or. Okay, so the major difference between this syntax and this syntax is, so uh, in this syntax we are getting these numbers in a list. Okay, these numbers are in a list, but these numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, these are even numbers too. These are not specifically added as a list. They're separately defined in the list called A. Okay, they're separately defined. Okay, so how can we know that they are separately defined? Just run this concept, copy and paste. So if you check for the index is 0, you will get an empty completely set. Okay, so we got 1. Okay, so yeah, sorry, a of 0. So we got a list. Okay, a list we got. So if you check for a of 0 and if you check a of 1, what will get? It is giving an error. Why? Because we have mentioned a list within the list. Okay, so in order to call upon the new thing, we have to write like this: a 0, comma 0. So in this concept, if you write index value 0, comma 0, you are getting starting value. No, you are getting starting value. But if you run this, thing, if you run this thing, you will get first list value. Complete first list value will get. And then if you run for second index value, you will get completely second list value. I will show you. A 0, comma 1. Okay, so I got 4. Like this, we can get a of what we say 5. Let's say 5. It will give an error. Why? Because this is 0 index, this is first index, this is second index, this is third, and this is fourth index. There is no fifth index. Okay, so I'm just writing a of 1. Then what I will get? The entire odd number list I will get. Okay, I say 0, comma 1. So why? Because it is an entire list now. So the 0 will indicate the initial value. Okay, in the list. So if you want to mention this index, you have to write like this. Okay, in the list, you are intended to show up the values of odd numbers. Okay, so that will be called, that will call the second list value. No. If you take 4, you're not getting a of 1. It's already gave an error. So 0 comma we are getting 4 only. 0 comma 0 comma how to index those 13 to 418 comma 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 0 comma 0 will not go. 0 comma 0 comma 0. So what will happen is it gives an error. Okay. So 0 comma 0 comma 1. So it's not giving an error. It's also giving an error. So if you don't know, then what you can do, just take um, take a dot and you will get some append here. Sorry, count here. No, index value here. Index. So which index you want to see? You have to type it. See, if you take brackets, it is asking for index. No, just write one. Okay, just write one. If you hit enter, sorry, it is not enough. A dot index. One is not in the list, it is C. Okay, let's run for index 2. It is also giving a error. So what we have to do, we have to take out that list now first of all. So what I'm doing, here I'm assigning to the variable called b a of 0. So what is the b? 2468. Okay, so b dot index. Okay, so if I take 1, so I will get error, object is not subscriptable. Okay, so if I take b dot index, what will I will take 2. I will, it's not also subscriptable. So it's not calling now. It is not calling the list. Let me take the b. So b of 0. Take the index value b of 0, b of 4, b of 5. I will get an out. Okay. So if you, it is difficult to write list within the list sometimes. We can rectify this thing. We are using this concept. Which concept? Even comma out where it is. Okay, this thing. Using this thing, we can sort out this problem. I will show you how. E equals to even comma odd. Okay, so E equals to I got an even list and I got an odd list. Okay, so I'm taking an index. Okay, I got even. So A dot A first list. Okay, like this, we can call the list functions. Lists, if they are present in the list, list within the list, then we could call like this. If you have, if you want to know first list, second variable, you have to write like mention like this. Okay, So or else what you can do, you can write like this, then you can understand. Even comma inside the list, or we did it already. I think. Let me go back. No. Okay, okay. We performed on this operation, but we got errors. Okay. Just now we did nothing, but we got an error. Okay. A dot 0. It is calling first list a comma 1. It is calling upon odd numbers a of 1 of 0. Okay. It is calling upon the list which are odd. Okay. So if you want to find out each and every variable, then you have to write like this 1 comma 0 comma 0. So if you hit enter, again it is giving an error. A of 1 we are getting, A of 0 also we are getting. Again what is, sorry, A of 1 comma, it is my mistake, no? No. 0. So if you call upon the thing, you will get the first index value in odd number. See, I mistakenly typing some A. Okay, that's why we are getting error. But the variable name is A. So I oversightly mistaking that thing in the first list, in the first indexed value. I have to go for zero indexed value. Why? Because it is the list within the list. The odd number is the odd numbers presented inside the list. So I have to take 0. So I have to take 3 if I want to find the indexed value of 3. So I got 7. So like that you can call upon the functions. So for clear understanding, I'm creating some list which is some complicated even comma odd comma um, SQQ. Okay. So if I check for A, so what I got even numbers, I got odd numbers in the list within the list format, I got square roots. Okay. So if I want to know the square roots, what I have to do? I have to check for the index. This is 0. Okay. So if I check for 0, I will get first list. Okay. So if I check for 1, I will get second list. Okay. If I check for third index, I will get square syntax error. I will get. So to okay, like this I can get, like this I can get. So A of 2 of 0 of 3. If you will write like this, then you will get 16. Why? Because it is the second indexed value which has list within the list, and in that the list within the list, I'm I'm interested to find the third indexed value. Okay, so I'm making complex now, then you can understand better. EV okay, EV comma, I'm taking brackets ODD, okay, comma, I'm taking one bracket, I'm taking another bracket, I'm taking SQU. Okay, so how it looks like? Okay, it is looks like this. Okay, so in order to find some 16 or 25, It is somewhat difficult, but it's not difficult as you think. So I'm directly writing a of 2. So in that 2, the second index will be this thing. Okay. But I mentioned in two list. I mentioned this list inside the list. In that list, it is an inside the list. Okay. So I have to take two zeros here. Okay. And I have to mention some 4 or 5, whatever it may be. So I got an error. Okay. Let me go step by step, then we can find out 0. We got. If I okay, I mistakenly typing that. Okay. A2 0. I mistakenly typing that thing. So if you do like this, you will get 25. So I'm calling upon the AA list. In that list, I'm looking for the second index to value, which is the list within the list within the list. Okay, which there are three list variables now, three list functions. Okay, so that's why I have to call upon two lists using the index called 00. So after that, I have to call upon the fourth index value. Like that, we can create the complex list variables and we can call the functions like this. Okay, we can call the functions like this. Okay, just to just to give the analogy of complexity, I took this thing. Okay, it doesn't matter, but sometimes you have to know the indexing concept here. Sometimes you will make list within the list. Okay, it will give some missing. It becomes missing. That's why I'm writing. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a simple list. Now even comma odd comma what squares now squ comma sqrt. Okay, so if I hit enter, I got something odd odd list. So then what I have to do, I have to take a dot. So what is, okay, let me show you the reverse. Okay, so if I take reverse of the list, it will appear like this. Okay, we can make the reverse of a list. Okay, a dot. So we can insert any value here. Okay, so what value I want to insert, python. Okay, it is in that argument what relating. We can see and sort out this thing later. I need to delete. Remove. What I have to remove odd. So if I hit enter, if I check for this, there are no odd numbers, I think. Okay, there are no odd numbers in this list. I removed the odd list. Okay, I removed the odd list from this AA list. But you cannot remove independent value. Sometimes it will give an error. If it is not present list within the list concept, then we can remove. See, if I take even, I can easily remove the value of 2. Okay, just go type the variable, put the dot and type remove. So the value which I want to remove, you can enter. Then you will not find even. Okay, and let me check for AA. So here the 2 is removed. The 2 value is removed. Why? Because this is already defined now. I defined this A as the list with combinations even or square roots. If I made any updates in squares, cubes odd functions, then it will be appeared in this concept, will appear in list also. Okay, like this, you can append the values. You can append the values even dot append. Okay, so you can append the values called to and what is 12. So come out, we will get only one value now. So let's say it is 12. Okay, so if we check for area, I got 12 here. Okay, like this we can update the list, but a dot append some 1 2 3 4 like this. So if I hit enter, if I check for this, what is the index value for this 1 1 2 2 3 3? It is a new number now. It is a new number. So in order to find that list index, just we can simply count the list variables present in this list. This is the first list. Okay, I think this is the second list. Okay, this is the third list. This is the fourth list, and this is the fifth index. If I take 5, I got error now. Why? Because I have to mention 0 and I have to mention 5. So 2.114 where I got here now. So let me index 30. Oh, we can A0. If I hit A0, I got this thing. A1. What have we got? This thing. A2. What I got? If I take 4, I got 4 index value. Okay, it's not 5th index value, it is a 4th index value. Okay, like this, you can append the new value. So suppose I don't want this, you can remove the thing. Okay, so you can remove the thing using the concept va dot remove. Or okay, using remove, you can delete the thing. So you can sort the list also. Okay, you can sort out the list also, but just wait. S O R T sort. Okay, so I think the numbers are not sorted. Why? Because all the numbers are in incremental order now, ascending order. So we cannot specifically say, but there is a number which is larger than all the list values. What it will do is it doesn't compares this list value, the values present in this list value. Okay, how can we know? Just let me write some list. W equals to, so I'm writing 2 comma 3 comma 1 comma 0 0.4 comma 0.764. Okay, so what I'm doing is w dot sort. Okay, if you take brackets, then it will not gives an error, but okay, all the numbers are sorted here. Okay, like this we can sort the numbers. But what about yeah, what we call in string values, Python, okay, comma lang comma what we say ASDF comma GHJK. Okay, so if I took some SORT, sort will not be Okay, sort will be mentioned. Sorting operation will be done for string values also. But if you add a number, w dot append, so I will append 11. Okay, so if I want to sort right now, so so I will get an error. Why? Because 11 is an integer, and remaining things are all the things are what we call string values. Okay, so sorting operation will not be performed. Okay, so w dot, so we can clear the function using clear integer, clear the list using w. Okay, we got empty string. Okay, and we can assign what is the thing, just copy this thing. W equals to list. Okay, w dot. So what is mean by insert? Insert also adds the values. Okay. Insert also inserts. We got an error. Just wait. Insert. I'm not getting. Just wait. E or T. So come with it. So the difference between append and insert is this. Okay. So we use the three. So in the index value, second index value, I inserted three variables. Okay, like this we can modify each and everything. Let me do this thing. W dot insert in the second indexed value. So I'm interested to index the third indexed value. I'm interested to index add C. Okay, if I check for this thing, so 3 is already presented. Okay, this is the first index. Sorry, this is the zero index. This is the first index, and this is the second index. In the third index, what I got? I got 3. Okay, like this, we can include the value inside the middle, in the middle of the list. Okay, in the middle of the list, we can include the values, or you can add the numbers at the end of the list also using append concept. Okay, if you are not interested for the order, then you can append. But if you are seriously interested to add up the values in a manner, so then you have to use the concept called list. Sorry, concept called insert. Then so remove. Okay. So what is the difference between remove and clear? So if I take remove index 2, I got an error. But if I write remove comma 0, okay, so I still got an error. Remove. Okay. Value comma backslash. Okay. I'm taking the value to comma backslash, but it will give error. is asking for the value comma. So which value I have to remove? I have to remove 3. Okay. If it is present in the list, then 3 will be removed. Okay. If it is present in that list, then 3 will be removed. If it is not present, it will not be removed. Okay. So are we so we can remove ASDF also. Okay. So we cannot do undo, but we can insert or append that ASDF also. Okay, I'm appending that AF. Okay, again I'm appending. So what I'm doing is I'm not using the what it is the remove just without any quotations. If I write, I will get an error. Why? Because you have to mention the string values in quotations only, or else you will get an error. Okay, these errors are very important while considering while writing the programs. So that's why I'm showing up the all errors as possible so that you cannot make any mistake. Okay, w dot. So sort is completed, reverse is completed, remove completed, pop we can discuss, insert completed, index completed, extend we can discuss, and copy. Okay, so what will copy will do? W copy. So if you write like this, you will not what we say. You don't know what happened. Okay, so just let me take a variable called r. So if I assign r equals to w, if I write r, I got some list which is w. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking that r again and w dot c c o p y. Okay, if I check for r, I got the same thing. So what is the difference is if sometimes if you are not able to transfer the list values to the variable called out, then you can use the copy. Okay, then you can use the copy. Okay, these are the concept of list functions. So in this list function, we give the what pop. Okay, so pop index, it is showing the index -1. So let me write for you -1. Pop is nothing but negative index value. No? If I write pop, the least index value will come. The last index value will come. Okay, like or else you can write w -1 also, but it is giving the it's not giving this one thing, it will give this one now. So we can write 0 and is nothing but first number you will get. Okay, can you tell me how to get this ASDF using indexing concept? Okay, -0. Okay, but I got this now. First index value I got. So I told you already. Just tell me how to write the ASD, how to print ASDF, how to write ASDF using index concept. Okay, it's an assignment for you. Just try that thing. Okay. In this, do you have any doubts in this class?